Hi guys, welcome back to Griffin's Gaming Guides. Today we're going to finish off our Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Platinum walkthrough guide with Cards Club Master, where you need to defeat every member of the CC group. Now the CC group is the Card Club group. You can find all of these guys in Balam Garden. Now I recommend you leave this one to one of your last trophy or achievements, as along the way you'll pick up some very powerful cards, especially Bahamut, Eden. You can go off and get the Quistis, Zell and Selfie cards very easily. For the Quistis cards, you need to go to Balam Garden, go to the cafeteria. You'll see two guys sitting just to the right of the entrance when you walk in. Talk to the one at the back, challenge him to a card game, win, and hopefully he'll have the Quistis card in his deck. You can take that one. If it isn't there, then simply replay him until he reveals Quistis' card. Beat him, take the card, it's then yours. For Zell's card, simply make your way down to Zell's house. By the time you finish the end of the game, you'll know where this is. Sleep in the bed upstairs in Zell's room, and then go down and challenge his mum. She holds Zell's card. And then finally, for Selfie's card, you want to make your way to Trabia Garden, obviously after it's been destroyed by the missile strike. You'll see a girl sitting on the edge of the fountain, just after the long walkway once you've climbed up the green netting. Challenge her, hopefully she'll have Selfie's card. Once she's finally got it, beat her, acquire the card. Make sure you save in between each one so you don't have to go back and get them should you lose the cards themselves. Now there's 7 members of the card club that you need to defeat, and like I say, they're all in Balam Garden. You need to have some pretty strong cards to go up against these guys. Now to start off with, you need to find Jack, who will be around the main foyer area in Garden. Once you've completed 15 card games, you will then be able to find and challenge Jack. Your 15 card games could be anywhere in the world. So long as you've completed 15. You don't need to win them. You can lose all 15. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend that as you'll lose all your decent cards. But simply complete 15 card games. You can then interact with Jack by pressing either square or X, depending on your console. Challenge him to a game of cards. He's quite easy to beat, to be fair. Once he's defeated, you can then move on to your next one. But one thing to watch out for when you're going after all of the members of the card group is you want to be careful of what rules are in place with your cards. For example, random is the worst rule to have. If you get any sort of rules with random in Balam Garden, make your way over to Balam Town, challenge Zell's mum. That should get rid of the random rule. If it doesn't, just keep going to different areas until the random rule gets abolished. Then make your way back to Balam Garden, and hopefully the rule will get abolished there. If it doesn't, go out to a different area, say go to Esther. If that doesn't work, go to Winhill. If that doesn't work, get yourself down to Adea's Orphanage. Any different continent will have different rules. The more of these negative rules, like same, plus, random, you can get abolished, the easier time you're going to have of it with this one. Now, should you lose against anyone in the card club as well, that doesn't matter. That won't negate this trophy or achievement for you. However, you will lose some of your most powerful cards. Obviously, if you're using your player and your GF cards, your aim is to win this one, obviously, and you lose those particular cards, I recommend you just simply reload your save and then go back in against them. If you end up losing too many cards, definitely make sure you reload your save. And obviously, make sure that in between every single card club member that you beat, you go and save your game. You can save your game in the dormitory. It's the most northern point in the Balam Garden circle on the lower level. Now, after you've defeated Jack, go and save your game, come back out. The next target, Club, will be walking around the same area where your dormitory is, obviously on the circle with the water either side of you. If he doesn't appear, simply go into any location, come back out. Eventually, he will walk onto screen. You can see him, challenge him. He'll identify himself as part of the CC group, being the club. Defeat him, then we can move on to the next one. Now, for me, my cards, 9 times out of 10, are Bahamut, Eden, Quistis, Zell and Selfie. I play very defensively against these card club because I'm looking at winning. I don't want to be losing these because it's just going to take even longer to get this trophy or achievement. If I start the battle, I always stick Bahamut in the bottom left as he's got an A and an 8. You can save Eden for the top right as she's got an A and a 9. Use your player cards. in the middle and a kind of the central location, left, right, up and down, as they've got some quite powerful stats that should be able to get you through this one. However, like most things in Final Fantasy VIII, if the game decides that you're not going to win, then you simply won't win, especially if you get lumbered with the same or plus rule. Now, the plus rule for me, I can't really get my head around that. I look at it and sometimes 3 and 4 will, obviously that makes 7, sometimes it will make 9 in the game and it will flip over everything in the combo. And I can't be doing with that. We'll just keep things nice and simple here. If you do end up losing too many times, reload your save, go for it again. It's just not worth the hassle. Next up, we're going to go after Princess Diamond. Make your way back to the foyer area where you managed to get Jack. Near the terminal, there'll be 2 girls walking up to the terminal. You can interact with them once they've stopped by the terminal. Don't interact with them while they're walking, because the game can get a bit funny about it. Wait until they've stopped. Interact with them with obviously square or X. You can then start your card battle against them. Once they're defeated, go and save your game. Make your way to the training area, which is the green path off of the main foyer area. Once he does appear, simply challenge him, beat him, go and save. We'll move on to the next one, which just so happens to be the guy that gave you your first set of cards on the walkway just after Selphie went running into you at the very start of the game. Challenge the CC Spade. Again, beat him. Afterwards, we'll give you a little bit of dialogue. It's not really important, to be honest. We'll soon get to that. Go back and save your game. This guy can be a little bit challenging. He's got some fairly powerful cards. But provided you play defensively, you shouldn't have too much trouble defeating him. Once Spade's been defeated and you've gone off and saved your game, you want to make your way to the lift in the foyer area. Go up to the 3rd floor. Go right the way up to the top where the bridge is. You want to challenge Zoo, who's on your right. She turns out to be the CC Queen of Hearts. She's quite challenging, to be honest. She's got a lot of powerful weapons. She's got a lot of endgame boss cards. Might take you 2 or 3 times to, or 2 or 3 attempts to beat her. Obviously, if you're using my strategy with the 3 player cards, as well as having Bahamut and Eden, you will get there with this one. Right, now after you've done this, obviously go and save your game. Then make your way to the infirmary. Have a quick chat with Dr. Kadawaki. She'll tell you that she used to be the boss of the CC Club, but she's passed it on to a young lady. Now, after you've had this bit of dialogue with her, make your way back to your dormitory. Rest on your bed. It doesn't matter if you've got a full party or if you're just on your own. Rest on your bed. Quistis will then turn up, who turns out to be the king of the CC Club. Defeat her. You'll then unlock your trophy or achievement once you've got the win. So guys, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Let me know down in the comments section how you're getting on with Cards Club Master. If you need any further information or advice, let me know and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Also down in the comments, let me know what you thought of this full platinum walkthrough that we've put up on Griffin's Gaming Guides for Final Fantasy VIII the Remastered. Obviously, as you saw, we have unlocked the platinum in this one as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. After you subscribe, please hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future content. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.